Have mercy on we, Biafrans. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Father, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. And so Biafrans all over the globe, are you feeling me, Ashanti? Why and I feel so from my location, you know. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Bokike. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to Biafra city. I got to tell you, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain, we no fear them, Boko Haram, we no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate, we no fear them, we no fear Mietiala, we no fear them, Bandit Kill, we no fear them, Janjaweed, we no fear them, Al-Qaeda, we no fear Lucifer, we no fear you Satan, we no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan, we no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried. In our Biafrans, you think it is business as usual. This is the new generation of Biafrans. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have no man. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Bokike. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to Biafra cities. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Bokike. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is our roots. We are going home to Biafra cities. Yerima Shetima, the Boko Haram big bill said that in Lagos the Yorubas can be buying the land for 100,000 and Fulanis we buy them for 150 or 200,000. But on Ibaban we buy his one for 10 million. Can you imagine? Mad people everywhere. So Ekpa, give them water.
Give them water.
Pastor Bam, I'm seeing Biafra already, man. Yeah, man.
Thank you, Moshineke. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. One of us is watching from South Korea, Akpambe. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from South Korea. Thank you so much, Ukwaji. Thank you so much, Mommy Lala Egoibo. Thank you so much. Fellow Biafrans, I want to greet you this afternoon, and I want you to know that the finger of God has brought us this far, and we will never be abandoned. We will never be abandoned. When I look at this picture, I see the last man standing, the last guy that have come to save his people. You see the winter jacket, you see the formidableness behind him, you see the man ready for action. It's just like in the movies when the boss have done everything, taking advantage of everybody, buy this, do that, do this. And then the main actor will now show face and come out. If you have watched the finisher, when they thought they have finished everything, they have done havoc to the people, then suddenly the finisher will emerge from the rubbles and will come out as if nothing has ever happened to him, and is heading for the jugular. He's heading for the jugular of the enemies to give them the final blow and sentence them to the final burial. And I come to title this that Biafrans are now safer and more secured under Biafra Republic government in exile and the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Do you want to contest it? Try now, and let me see how you want to contest it. Do you remember that before now, you will go on protests and you will be fined, they will hunt after you, they arrest you, they do all manner of things. Even recently, they find it, they are scared of even going for arrest. And our Prime Minister have the interest of Biafrans at heart. And he knows that the security and the safety of Biafrans is paramount in this particular scenario. That is why he have considered making sure that instead of you going out and your life will be put in danger, he will say, no, sit at home. And he has ensured that every penny you have contributed for Biafra restoration have been put into use by acquiring the necessary tools to give to our warriors. Now there are men equipped in Biafra land. Thank you so much, my beloved Dolphins. There are men equipped in Biafra land, formidable army. Now the army will confront the cowardice army of the Zoological Republic. We have army. So the people, you are not expected to engage the enemies. All you're expected to do is to stay back and be safe. Now compare Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, and the Biafra Republic government in exile with these sewage rats that have been claiming structure. Do you remember? Was it not last year? Because they wanted to compete with Master Simon Ekpa, they went and sold uniform to gullible Biafrans. They gave them white and white, as if they are, what do you call this? This Boko Haram, regenerated Boko Haram, or rehabilitated. The rehabilitated Boko Harams, they wear them uniform, and they started marching in Biafra land. Can you believe that? And then they began to buy them. When they began to buy them, they began sharing the picture. Hey, they are killing us. They are doing this. They are buying us. So, have you ever seen the Prime Minister asking you to go for any protest? No. Ever since the Prime Minister has been in charge, Biafran lives have been safe. And every Biafran that have listened to the Prime Minister, their lives have been safer and safer and safer, whether back home in Biafra land or in diaspora. Yes, even in diaspora, we conducted and had our convention. You need to come there and see the level of security from the Prime Minister to the last person that came for the convention. Security was top-notch. The life of Biafrans is so important to the Prime Minister that we do not expect to lose any other Biafran going forward. Have you seen it? Our lives is so precious with what is happening in Lagos and the destruction of business and all that. Those that have listened to the Prime Minister, they are not victims of what is happening in Lagos. Because ever since, from listening to the Prime Minister means you are listening to Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said it, prophesied it, and the Prime Minister kept echoing the same thing that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu said. And everyone that listened to him, you have always been safe. You see, your security has been intact as long as you obey the instruction given by the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. But that is not the case with those of you that have, been throwing your head back and you deviated and went to listen to sewage rats. See what happened to them? Everybody that have listened to the sewage rats and the POS, they have always lived to regret it. They have always lived to regret it. Daniel Kichi said he promised to protect them if he organizes a yes! If there is anything that will make our Prime Minister to organize or call for a protest, there will be a protective measure. Yes! Now, did you not see our armies in the streets of Biafra? Did you not see them on the streets? Did you see the presence of any Zoological Republic army? Because they know that we are ready for them. And they will not dare to come there. That is our Prime Minister. Now tell me, since the Biafra Republic government in exile have taken over, have you ever heard that Biafrans businesses are being destroyed in the north? They burn their business, they pursue them, they do this. Have you heard it again? Those are the things you normally hear. Like, for example, now that Israel is having a very serious and brutal war with the Hamas in Palestine. If it were before, by now, you will hear Igbo businesses in Kano set ablaze. Igbo businesses in Abuja burned down. Igbo businesses in Kaduna set ablaze. Do you still hear such? You don't hear them anymore like you used to. You know why? Because they know that if they try it, they will not live to tell the story. Do you understand? So you have a government that protects you now, that speaks for you, that represents your interests. That is the Biafra Republic government in exile under the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Our lives have been safer. Even the army, have you ever seen where at any point in time the army will come and complain and say, hey, they are sabotaging us? No, they will never complain. All they do is they come, they buy, they go. But today, they come, they no longer go. What they do is they go to their Senate and they cry. They go to their presidency and they cry. They go to the House of Rep and they cry. They go on the streets and they cry. Do you understand? Our lives have been safer since the government have taken over. So if there's anybody that is still contemplating or that did not come to this particular cognizance, put your head together, calm down and think. Put one and two together and realize that your life is safer. So if there's any way you are planning or you are thinking of disobeying the orders of the Prime Minister or the orders of the government, Biafra government, just know that you are trying to dig your own alaili. You are trying to buy yourself. So the earlier you pay attention and follow instruction that comes from the government of Biafra, the better for you. Because it keeps you secure. It keeps you safe. I am telling you, your interests, the government of Biafra have it at heart. Your business will have it at heart. This is no longer the time when we ignore a Biafran. Even if you, as a Biafran, you are not preaching the gospel of Biafra, as far as your life is concerned, it is our business to protect you. Do you understand? Do you see our brother, Mata Sezako? Do you see him preach about Biafra or whatever? No. But do you see how we have taken responsibility of protecting him and calling for his release and his safety? That is coming from the government that cares for their people. Yes. So now, the zoo know that they cannot do us anyhow. If it were before, they will do anyhow. They will send army. They will bomb. They will throw gas. They will do this. Let them try it again now. They can't. You know why? Because they know there is a government in place. They know there's a government in place. If anybody told you that such will happen, such will even come up from the mouth of the leadership of the zoo, will you believe it? We keep playing it, but you don't even see the deep meaning of this particular pronouncement from the third most powerful person in the zoo.
The governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday. And then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home. And government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland.
Do you see that? Would you ever envisage that such will happen? Do you see the dimension that our Prime Minister took the movement to? This is what our leader, Onyeduma Nnamdi, saw. And then he came to the point of telling these criminals that are still brandishing themselves and making noise up and down that there is anything like leadership. He told them, it is forbidden. DOS is forbidden from responding to Simon Ekpa, no matter what. They were forbidden. They were forbidden. That's the reason why. Because our leader Onyendu knew that this time is coming when the zoo cannot handle Master Simon Ekpa. They cannot handle him. Because now you see, they had Onyendu. And all these idiots, criminals, were there begging political solution and what have you. But Master Simon Ekpa stood his ground and said, are we not talking about Master Nnamdi? I had discussions with him. I had agreement with him. You cannot make a pot of porridge out of the agreement I had with Master Nnamdi to make Biafra strong and solid, hard not to crack. He maintained it till now. And in doing that, as rugged and as rough as he is, he considers the safety of Biafrans. He considered it. So going forward, to everyone listening to me, every pronouncement should be obeyed to the letter for your own good. Coming very soon, on the 4th, on the 5th, and on the 6th of December, in Anambra State. You know, I always tell you, those that disobey these orders, they face consequences. And sometimes, you see them, they will now come and change it. Not sometimes, all the time. The consequences you face by disobeying the authority of Biafra, they will come and change it, that it is the Biafrans that made it happen to you. Now, they no longer play those games anymore because it is evident that our men only protect our own, including remember the day that was sit at home and shut down. A Nigerian worker who happened to be a Biafran was driving a Biafran land. Our men caught him and they warned him and told him, don't try this again. We don't shed our own. We don't shed our own blood. So don't you ever. He was crying like a baby. They left him and he went. We protect our own. The only people that we deal with ruthlessly are these blood-sucking demons that come to take the lives of our people. So I'm going to leave it here because my time is up. So please, going forward, obey and be saved. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Thank you. I can see you're gonna man. Thank you so much. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So on the 4th, 5th, and 6th in Anambra State, total lockdown. Tell everybody you know. The Prime Minister has said it again. And for your own security and for your own safety, you had better obey. Because obedience is better than sacrifice. My name remains Rafael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Vam Vam Vam. You are safe, you are secured, you are protected under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Biafra Republic government in exile. Together, we win. Airport, we move. May God bless our leader, Mazi Namikam. Bless our Prime Minister, Udogu, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the dragon. Now look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. The finisher. The finisher. He has come to get the job done. And the job he will do. Thank you very much. I'll see you later tonight. Commercial.
Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, all cancer kileri, you know cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again. Come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me. Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, all cancer kileri, you know cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again. Come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me.
I will be, I have not just I will, I have become your last bus stop. And said it from the beginning till now. I will be your end until Biafra come. Ichigo munu bachikem. Munyo ni te. I don't see you there. Unu gano with the raso until Biafra come. I will be, I have not just I will, I have become your last bus stop. And said it from the beginning till now. I will be your end until Biafra come. Ichigo munu bachikem. Munyo ni te. I don't see you there. Unu gano with the raso until Biafra come.
Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down.
Before Biafra come, I am telling you the fact. This is not a joke. I will be your last bus stop. All of you combined together. I will be your last bus stop. And we have come to uproot the root of DOS, which is Barrister Jofo. Barrister Jofo parade before Biafra come. I am telling you the fact. This is not a joke. I will be your last bus stop. All of you combined together. I will be your last bus stop.